welcome you all to the seminar activity applications of engineering and technology in environment science. So now today this is the session of rainwater harvesting system. So students are going to present now. This is our activity and these are the key concept of the event. So first participant of this session is Alok Kumar Yadav.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Alok, your presentation
Ma'am,
starts now. Yes.
Ma'am, please share the screen.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Alok Kumar Yadav of BTech EC second year student. I am going to present on topic rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. Rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a simple strategy by which rainfall is gathered and stored for further use. The process involves collecting and storage of rainwater with the help of artificial design system that's run off natural or man-made catchment area. Example: compounds, rocky surface, hill slope, artificially repaired semi-pervious land surface. The collected rainwater from surface on which rainfalls may be filtered, stored and utilized in different ways or directly used for recharge purpose. Rainwater harvesting is unrestricted from any kinds of impurity with relatively less storage cost and no maintenance cost involved except for periodically cleaning. There are few methods to store rainwater harvesting. First one is surface runoff harvesting. In this method, rainwater flow away as surface runoff and can be stored for future use. Surface water can be stored by diverting the flow of small cracks and stream into reservoir on surface or groundwater. It provides water for farming, for cattle and for general domestic use. Surface runoff harvesting is most suitable in urban areas. The surface rainwater can be stored in urban areas through recharge pit, surface trees, tube well, recharge well. The second method is groundwater recharge. Groundwater recharge is a hydrologic process where water moves downward from water surface to groundwater. Recharge is primary method through which water enters an aquifer. The aquifer also serves as a distribution system. The surplus rainwater can then be used to recharge groundwater aquifer through artificial recharge technique. The rainwater in rural area can be harvested through gully plug, counter bunk, dug well recharge, percolated tank, check dam, recharge shaft. Although rainwater harvest measure is deemed to be desirable concepts in last few years, there are few applications of rainwater harvesting. The one is to reduce water bills. Rainwater harvest systems are cost effective, provide high quality water, dependence on wells and are considerably easy to maintain since they are not utilized for drinking, cooking or other sensitivity uses. The all-around expenditures used in setting up harvesting method are much cheaper compared to other purifying or pumping. The second one is ecological benefits. Storing groundwater underground is environmental friendly. The ecological benefit of rainwater harvesting are immense. It minimizes the impact of flooding by funneling of water into large tanks. for recycling and help reduce the load placed upon drainage system. It helps in reducing soil erosion and flooding. It reduces soil erosion and flood hazards by collecting rain water and reducing the flow of stormwater to prevent urban flooding. Most buildings that utilize rainwater harvesting system have built-in catchment area on the top of roof which have capacity of collecting large volume of water. It reduces the demand of groundwater. Another visual benefit is that it increases the productivity of aquifer, resulting in rise of groundwater levels and reduces the need for potable water. It also helps in irrigation purpose. Rainwater harvesting allows the collecting of large amount of water and mitigate the effect of drought. The most rooftop provide the necessary platform for collecting rainwater. Rainwater is mostly free from harmful chemicals, which is most suitable for irrigation purpose. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, how you are going to contribute in this area?
Ma'am, we can collect water and use for future purpose for irrigating purpose and other purpose by use of filter method.
Okay, next participant is Anurag Gupta. Anurag Gupta is here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
ma'am.
Your presentation
Good
start
evening,
now.
everyone.
Yes,
May I start, ma'am?
yes.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Anurag Gupta, BTech secondary student. Now I am going to present a presentation on the topic of rainwater harvesting and management of water resource. So, what is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is a method to capture and store the rainwater for the various uses. Like it can use as a recharge the groundwater. It is the low cost and eco-friendly. Include the water, gardening, livestock irrigation, domestic use with proper treatment, and domestic heating. Rainwater harvesting is one of the simplest and the oldest methods of self-supply of water for household, having been used in India and other countries for many thousands of years. So, why do we need the rainwater harvesting? It reduces the soil erosion and flood hazards by collecting the rainwater and reducing the flow of storm water to prevent the urban flooding. So, we can see from the figures that how we collect the rainwater and use as a two methods. The first is the surface runoff harvesting and the other is groundwater recharge. So there are two major techniques of rainwater harvesting. First one is surface runoff harvesting. In this method, we can use the rainwater flow away as surface runoff and can be stored for the further usage. Surface water can be stored by the diverting the small creeks and stream into the reservoir of the surface and underground. Roof water or rainwater storm can be harvested in urban areas through recharge pits, recharge tanks, tube well, recharge wells. Next slide, ma'am, please. Groundwater recharge. It's a second method. Groundwater recharge is a hydraulic process where water moves downward from the surface water to the groundwater. इसको हम यहाँ फिगर से देख सकते हैं रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग में स्लाइड नंबर 3 में rainwater is collected from the top of the roof, and it can collected on the main tank. And with the help of pump, we can use as a water, gardening water, toilet flushing, car washing, and many more things. and the overflow of that tank will go to the well, and from there to the groundwater. So with this purpose, we can use the groundwater recharge. It has many more advantages that ecological benefit, reduce soil erosion and flooding, and adequate means of irrigation purpose, reduce demands of groundwater.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Anurag.
ma'am.
How we are going to contribute in this area?
Uh, More and more water can be collected, ma'am. Everyone has to store the rainwater so that there is no wastage of water can be.
Okay, thank you, Anurag. Our next participant is
Thank you,
Gautam
ma'am.
Shukla. Gautam Shukla. Gautam Shukla. Gautam Shukla is here or not? I think the message should be dropped. Huh? Okay. Our next participant is Kapil Dev.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can present.
Good morning, all of you. Myself, Kapil Dev, and I am going to present my views on rainwater harvesting. What is rainwater harvesting? The rainwater harvesting is collecting and storing of rainwater instead of allowing it to run off. When we talk about rainwater harvesting, we collect rainwater from roofs and other plain surfaces, and it goes to filters, and after it goes to tank by pipes, and we store rainwater, and after storing we use it according to our needs. Why we need rainwater harvesting? Because we need rainwater harvesting because at present only 2.5% of all water available on earth, only 2.5 1.2% of all fresh water is surface water, which serves most of the life's need. And our main source of fresh water is groundwater, which is decreasing every year by more than 10 centimeter due to heavy uses and wastage. And rainwater harvesting is very suitable to prevent that happen. Ma'am, slides. Next,
I know that is the same. I think
ma'am,
similar
next slide.
slides. I think these are the similar slides that you are showing. Same thing.
There are, ma'am, previous one.
This is the problem actually.
There are two. First one is surface runoff harvesting, and explained it. So I will go to next topic. At many places where groundwater is not available, and rainwater harvesting is very important. Storing rainwater is environment friendly. It prevents soil erosion, floods by collecting rainwater. We reduce flow of storm water, which reduce erosion and floods. Rainwater is very suitable for crops and also and many places, which is very important, and it advantages. Thank you.
Okay, so how you are going to contribute in this area, Kapil?
Ma'am, we are already using, ma'am, rainwater harvesting percolation tank method at our village.
At your home or okay in your area, the people are using.
Village, ma'am, village.
In your village, the PPs are
Yeah,
used?
ma'am, I am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
You at
Yes,
your
ma'am. Percolation tank method.
you are also using at your home?
Ma'am, my home was built by my grandfather. So, whenever I will build my own
Okay,
home,
okay.
I will use water
Okay, okay.
harvesting
Means
method.
people in the surrounding are using. Okay. So you should have taken the pictures of that, huh? You could have shown that. Next, next participant is Navneet Yadav.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Namit Yadav. And
Yes. Can you raise your voice?
my topic is rainwater harvesting. Okay? Rainwater harvesting.
Can you raise
Rainwater
your voice?
harvesting is. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to raise my voice.
Some people have joined now. I think they were not. Okay. Just carry on.
Rainwater harvesting is one of the most commonly used methods to save water. It refers to storing water of rain for various uses. The notion behind rainwater harvesting is to not waste the rainwater and prevent it from running off. In other words, it is done to collect rainwater using simple mechanism. This method is very useful in considering water scarcity that is happening in India. Moreover, rainwater harvesting is so easy that almost everyone can do it. We must encourage this practice to help people get access to clean water without any cost. As we know, by rainwater harvesting is very easy and economical. Following the water scarcity is so many parts of the world, rainwater harvesting has become the need of the hour. It must be practiced by people of all reasons. This will give them a sense of comfort in knowing they wouldn't have to face water scarcity. Furthermore, rainwater harvesting holds more importance than you actually think it does. Most people now demand on groundwater for their uses. Now, many houses and even flats have submersible pump in their place. The groundwater is decreasing day by day because of excessive uses, deforestation, urbanization, and many more. Thus, when we practice rainwater harvesting, it can maintain the level of groundwater. That way, we all can make uses of groundwater as it will keep on replenishing through rainwater harvesting. Moreover, rainwater harvesting prevents water from logging on the road. It also reduces the chance of soil erosion. Most importantly, rainwater harvesting improves the quality of water which we are consuming as it is the most purest form of water. Rainwater harvesting methods. Rainwater harvesting is a very simple method that can be practiced by anyone. There are primarily two types of rainwater harvesting method. The first one is surface runoff harvesting. In this method, the water that runs off the surface is focused on. We see how the surface runoff causes a lot of loss of water. However, if we make proper arrangements, we can even save that water to use for various purposes. In this method, we can collect the surface runoff water by making a path that directs to a storage space like a tank or a pond. This can make stored water in a large amount which can be used later for work. Everyone can design a system which will collect large amount of water from roads, gardens, parks, and more. It will definitely be enough to sustain a community and even a city is designed on a larger level. However, the runoff water will have a lot of impurities. Therefore, it is important to first filter the water properly so it can be reused for all purposes, whether it is drinking or cooking. Next up, we have rooftop rainwater harvesting. Here, the roof of a house or a building works as a rainwater collection unit. It includes equipping the roof with pipes that direct a pit or tank. These pipes will direct the water falling on the roof in the tank to save water from falling off. This is very economical and efficient way to harvest water. Water resource management. Water management refers to activity that plan, develop, distribute, and manage the optimum use of water resources. Everyone can do this, from local authorities to individual at home. Good water management allows access to safe water for everyone. Through an essay on water management, we will get its detail. Importance of water management. Water management impacts various aspects of our living. As water is common, we do not think much of its management, but if we ask to deprive people, they will know the importance of water management very well. As we require drinking water, clean water is necessary. No human can survive without water. Further, we also need water management for cleaning and washing. For instance, we bathe, wash our clothes and utensils to maintain hygiene. Ways of water management. There are various ways available through which we can manage water. The major ways of water management include recycling and treating water waste. When we treat water waste, it becomes safe to be piped back to our homes. Thus, we use it for drinking, washing, and more. In addition, an irrigation system is very good way of water management. It involves a good quality irrigation system which we can deploy for nourishing crops and drought hit areas. Further, it also applies to our ways of consumption of product. A large amount of water goes into the production of car or a simple item like a shirt. Thus, we must not buy these things unnecessarily but consciously. It is also essential to care for nature supplies like lake, river, seas, and more. As you know, these ecosystems are home of variety of organisms. Without its support, they will go extinct. Thus, water management becomes essential to ensure we are not polluting the resources. It is also crucial to ensure that everyone gets access through water. Some parts of the world are completely deprived of clean water, while some have it in abundance. This is unfair for those who do not get it, which also cause many deaths. Thus, we need water management to avoid all this. Thank you.
Okay, tell me, Navneet, how you are going to contribute in this area, like in the desert or the water scarcity area, what we can do. According to
Ma'am,
your slides, there are so many deaths that is caused by the water scarcity. Some people are not getting water.
ma'am, we can try, like we can make
like in
we
the
can make
Rajasthan
canal.
or the desert, what we can do?
We can make canal, or we can try to live in the area which are surrounded by a ecosystem with trees and animals. We can avoid living in direct desert.
But in the desert, I mean the Rajasthan is like that, na? Mewat especially, there is
Yes.
water scarcity in the Mewat region. What do you suggest?
Now, for that, there is
Okay.
there is very
This
less
canal
rain happen in
system
year.
can be developed, or we can do something. No? We can spread the pipeline of water from Delhi to
Yes, ma'am,
that
we can
area.
use we can use ground canal to supply
The
water, but
nearest place. Okay. Or from the
in some
Kurukshetra region
colonies
to the Mewat region, we can.
we can
Because
put
we have
canal,
water
ground
in the
canal
more water in
to
the
supply water
Kurukshetra
to
region.
colonies.
Yes, in the Uttarakhand also we have good amount of water, so it can be extended. Yes, next participant is. Thank you, Navneet. Our next participant is
Thank you,
Nidhi
ma'am.
Patel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, good evening. Myself Nidhi Patel from ECE second year. Today I am here to give a presentation about the topic that is rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. Let's start the topic. Rainwater harvesting. It is a technique and or strategy for the collection of rainwater and storing it in the right way for further uses. The water can be collected from various surface and platforms and stored for later use. In most cases, the water is usually collected from rooftops tops and other hard surface. Rainwater harvesting is considered a very reliable way to conserve water. Need for rainwater harvesting. Major part of our country have been facing continuous failure to monsoon and consequent deficit of rainfall over the last few years. Also due to ever increasing population of India, the use of groundwater and increases drastically leading to constant depletion of groundwater level, causing the wells and tube wells to dry up. In some places, excessive heat waves during summer create a situation similar to drought. It is imperative to take adequate measures to meet the drinking water need to the people in the country besides irrigation and domestic needs. Out of 8,760 hours in a year, most of the rain in India falls in the just 100 hours. This image of the rainwater harvesting process. Different method of rainwater harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. The rooftop becomes the catchments and the rainwater from the building and house are collected. The component of the roof water harvesting are first flush and second transportation. Catchments filter. Surface rough water harvesting. It is the system that collects rainwater which flow away as surface runoff. The runoff rainwater is caught and used to recharge aquifers by adopting appropriate techniques. Advantage of rainwater. Rainwater harvesting is a sustainable process that help in preserving water for further needs. Water scarcity is a major concern in today's scenario. The process of rainwater harvesting is a good way to conserve water. It reduces soil erosion, stormwater runoff, flooding, and population of surface water with fertilizers, pesticides, metals, and other sediments. It is an excellent source of water for landscape irrigation with no chemical, dissolved salt and free from minerals. Improves the quality and quantity of groundwater. Does not require a filtration system for landscape irrigation. This technology is relatively simple, easy to install and operate. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, tell me, Nidhi, how you are going to contribute for the better water resource management in your area or in your surrounding, especially in the water scarcity zone, if you have seen.
मैम हम लोग रेन वाटर को कलेक्ट करके हम लोग उसका अलग अलग जगह पे यूज कर सकते हैं.
कर सकते हैं, but this should become a practice. So what you are going to do for that? Because we are not using only very few people are using rainwater harvesting system. So what you are going to spread, what you are going to do about this?
हम लोगों को इसके बारे में बता के इसके बारे में लोगों को मोटिवेट करके हम लोग कर सकते हैं.
Now you are going to motivate the people in your surrounding.
मतलब कि मैम जैसे हम लोग उन लोगों को बताएंगे कि हम लोगों की लाइफ में वाटर बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, हम लोग को इसको बचाना चाहिए।
Okay, if we
हम
have
लोग
more
को
water, we can
अलग-अलग
develop a method to transport it from one place to the water scarcity zone. If there is more water in any area, it can be transported to the water scarcity zone. So we should think what method we can develop. Okay.
ओके
You
मैम।
are the student of electronics, so you can develop the methods. You can help in the development of methods. Okay, more efficient system. Okay.
ओके
Because
मैम।
by using the electricity systems, now we have submersible pump and different kind of pumping systems. Okay, so it becomes easy when we use the electricity in anything or any electrical device. You can think regarding. Okay, now our next participant is Nitin Yadav. Nitin Yadav is here. Okay. Our next participant Prashant Kumar Rai. Prashant Kumar Rai is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your presentation start now, Prashant.
Okay. Good evening, respected ma'am. My name is Prashant Kumar Rai of EC second year is going to give a presentation on the topic rainwater harvesting system. I am very grateful to you for giving me the floor to present my view. So some important points related to rainwater harvesting and the management of water resources. The most of the world water problems such as flooding, drought, water shortage, water pollution, heat island are all related to rainwater. By proper rainwater management, we can reduce the risk of such problems and enhance the resilience. Due to climate change and urbanization, water shortage problem and increasing throughout the world in both developing and developed countries. Community-based rainwater harvesting can be a good option to solve local problems. Although rainwater harvesting is gaining much interest, the promotion has been limited due to several disadvantages such as seasonal variation, related cost, etc. However, most of these problems can be solved by making the system with more than one purpose. These include dual water system with rainwater and groundwater, hybrid system of rainwater and grey water, hybrid system with rainwater and desalations, adding values of flooding mitigations and food production. Some advantages of rainwater harvesting system. First one is it is absolutely free to use and a clean source of water. It is easy to install. It can be used for many different processes. It is environmental friendly. It is excellent for irrigation. It reduces the use of groundwater. And some disadvantages of rainwater harvesting. First one is regular maintenance required. Second is required some technical skill for installation. Third, unpredictable rainfall. Fourth, certain roof type may be seep chemical or animal dropping. Last but not least, storage limit. And method of rainwater harvesting. Broadly, there are two ways of harvesting rainwater. First one is surface runoff harvesting. In urban areas, rainwater flows away as surface runoff. This runoff can be caught and used for recharging aquifers by adopting appropriate method. Second is rooftop rainwater harvesting. It is a system of catching rainwater where it falls in rooftop harvesting. The roof becomes the catchment and the rainwater is collected from the roof of the house or building. The components of the rooftop rainwater harvesting. The system mainly constitutes the following subcomponent. First one is catchment, second one is transportation, third is first flush, fourth is filter. There is always some skepticism regarding rooftop rainwater harvesting since doubt are raised that rainwater may contaminate groundwater. There is a remote possibility of this fear coming true if the proper filter mechanism is not adopted. A typical photograph of filter is shown. There are different types of filter in practice, but the basic function is to purify water. Different types of filter are described. First one is sand gravel filter. Second is charcoal filter. Third is PVC pipe filter. Fourth is sponge filter. And last, the method of rooftop rainwater harvesting. First one is storage of direct use. Second is recharging groundwater aquifers. Third is recharging of bore wells. Fourth is recharged pits. Fifth is soak away or recharge shaft. Sixth is recharging of dug wells. Seventh is recharge trenches. And at 8, per location time. And at last, conclusion. Rainwater harvesting system is an eco-friendly technique to save water. It also increases level of groundwater. Effective uses of this method help us to save our earth. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Prashant. So, what do you think about this? What do you think about the further development of this method, rainwater harvesting systems, for the better water resource management?
Ma'am, if we use rainwater,
Because
it also increase
how your
also
present
increases the
education, how your present education programs help in that, means you are the student of like electronics and communication engineering. Can you use
ma'am,
that?
please repeat. Ma'am, please repeat your question.
How you are going to use your present education, like you are the student of BTech electronics and communication engineering, so how can you use your education for the development, any development in this area, like in the water resource management?
And from our background, from electronics engineering background, I am able to make electronic circuit which will directly control the in what we can say software which will make it automatic without any human interfere.
Yes, so that there is no misuse of water, like there is no flood in the area, because we have too much water, but sometimes there is a flood, it goes wasted. Okay, so we can do something.
Yes,
We can develop some methods so that water can be used. Water can be diverted to the water scarcity zone. So there is a chances of
yes,
doing that. Okay, so you can. Our next
yes.
participant is Rahul Yadav.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Rahul, this is your turn now.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Rahul Yadav, and ma'am, 1 minute. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Rahul Yadav. I am here to present my topic, rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting involves the collection and the storage of rainwater with the help of artificially designed system that run off naturally or man-made catchments areas like rooftop, compounds, rock surface, hill slopes, artificially repaired or impervious or semi-pervious land surfaces. So why do we harvest rainwater? The rainwater harvesting is one of the best methods practiced and follows to support the conservation of water. Today, scarcity of good quality of water has become a significant cause of a concern. However, rainwater is a pure and the good quality can be used for irrigation, washing, bathing, cooking, and everything. So, how to harvest the rainwater? Rainwater harvesting consists of following components. Firstly, catchment. Catchment is used to collect and store the captured rainwater. After that, conveyance system. It is used to transport the harvested water for the catchment to the recharge zone. Plus, it is used to flush out the first spell of rain. After, filter tanks used to filtering the collected rainwater and removing pollutants. After filter tanks and the recharge structures are used to store to filter water which is ready to use. So what are the different methods of rainwater harvesting? The different method of rainwater harvesting includes rooftop rainwater harvesting and surface runoff harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. The rooftop rainwater harvesting becomes the catchment and the rainwater from the building houses are collected. The component of rooftop rainwater harvesting are flush, transportation, catchments and filter etc. Surface runoff harvesting. It is the system that collects rainwater which flows away from the runoff. The runoff rainwater is caught and used to recharge aquifers by adopting appropriate techniques. Advantages and disadvantages of rainwater harvesting. Firstly, advantages. It requires less cost. It is highly reducing the water bills, decreases the demand of water, and reduces the need of imported water. Disadvantages of rainwater harvesting. Regular maintenance is required. Require some technical skills for installation. Limited and no rainfall can limit the supply of rainwater. If not installed correctly, it may attract mosquitoes and other waterborne disease, etc. What is the water resources management system? Water resource management is the activity of planning, developing, distributing, and managing the optimum use of water resources. It is the subset of water cycle management. It is hydrologically, but the scale of management in low, where hydrologically involves the state or countries, and water resource management is at a city and a district scale. The field of WRM generally deals with the measures to control flow of water to hydrologically character sites such as river, discharge, and sedimental flow. Sustainable water management is important to conserve and protect water resources which are limited on the earth. So, what are water resources? These are sources of water that are useful or potentially useful to humans. They are important because they are needed for the life to exist. Virtually all the humans require fresh waters. Therefore, WRM involves how to use the available water efficiency, minimizing the losses in reservoir and distribution network. Water allocation to various stakeholders, fixation of priorities such as drinking, industrial use, and agriculture purpose. Presently, with more conservation of climate changes and it affects the effects on rainwater resources, there has been a present continuous growth in the need for the efficiency of water uses at various stages. WRM will involve the higher level management of multiple watershed or incorrected system. So what methods of water management systems are? Firstly, distillation. Canal tanks must be distilled regularly during the summer month. People should be encouraged to revive the ancient practice of protecting trees and around the tanks. Ponds and tanks are the second method of water management system. Terrace cultivation of hilly slopes prevents the water runoff. Deep trench and can be dug adjacent to the bunds to collect runoff water and soil. At last, how rainwater harvesting solve the water shortage. The harvesting and collection of rainwater is a proper way that can be used to address the problem of the rainwater crisis in various parts of the world. This is the simple water conservation method can be used to put forward a remarkable solution in areas where there is enough rainfall but not enough supply of groundwater. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Rahul, what present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Rahul.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what do you suggest for
Thank you, ma'am.
what is your vision or any suggestion for any development in water resource management?
Ma'am, for the harvesting of rainwater and sorting it can, in a small ponds ensure water supplying during summer. मैम हम लोग को summers में small ponds वगैरह को develop कर देना चाहिए.
We should develop the ponds, okay, in the summer.
Yes, ma'am.
But that
Yes, ma'am.
have
Water.
started it at the initial.
Yes, ma'am. Water
Dig the
reservation
ponds.
system को.
Okay, but the water level is dropping now. But in the water scarcity,
Yes, ma'am.
John, what we can do? At least we can divert the water from the one
Ma'am,
place to
we can.
another place. So you should do something because you are the student of electronics and communication engineering. So you can do.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we can aware the peoples do not waste of water. Ma'am, we can use.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But you have to also develop any technology or method because we have 70% water in the ocean. So and there is
Yes,
so much
ma'am.
water that we can because in the plain area we are now in this area also in the Doab region we are using too much water. I mean, that the reason
Yes, ma'am.
between Ganga and Yamuna we have large amount of water.
मैम हम लोग को सेंसर्स वगैरह डेवलप करने चाहिए वाटर टेबल इंडिकेटर्स को
yes,
जब भी
yes.
मतलब वाटर का फ्लो एक्स्ट्रा हो तो वो मतलब एक्टिवेट हो जाए अपने आप से.
Yes, and this okay.
यस मैम.
Okay, so in the future, I expect you that you will contribute in this area. Okay.
यस
Thank you,
मैम.
Rahul. Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
our next participant. This is the objective of this seminar. Ritik Vishwakarma, our next participant is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ritik, your presentation is start now.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me grateful opportunity to present my presentation on the rainwater
Harvesting and Management Resource. Myself, Ritik Vishwakarma. I am second year Electronics and Communication Engineering student in CS Jammu Kanpur. Rainwater harvesting is the process of collection of rainwater from surface on which rain falls, filtering it and storing it for multiple uses. It is a collection of storage of water from the surface the rain has fallen upon. Rainwater harvested can be used for garden and crop irrigation, watering livestock, and flushing toilets. However, you cannot use harvested water for showering bathroom sinks or kitchens use because it is not really fit for consumption. Rainwater harvested systems are cost effective. It reduces dependence on wells. The rainwater also called the rainwater also can used to recharge the groundwater aquifer through artificial recharge techniques. Most buildings that utilize rainwater harvested system have a built catchment area on the top of the roof, which is capable of collecting vast amount of water in the case of rainstorms. It helps the reduce the soil erosion as a capturing rainwater. The flow of storm water is reduced, which can be present urban flooding. Harvested rainwater allows the collection of large amount of water and mitigates the effect of drought. Most root of the provide necessary platform for the collection of water. Advantage of the rainwater harvesting system. There are some advantage of rainwater harvesting system. It is easy to install. It can be used for many different processes. It is environment friendly. It is excellent for irrigation. It reduces the use of groundwater. Disadvantage for rainwater harvesting system: regular maintenance required. Require some technical skills for installation. Unpredictable rainfall. Storage limits. Method of rainwater harvesting system. Broadly, there are two types of rainwater harvesting system. First is surface runoff harvested, and second is rooftop rainwater harvested. Surface runoff harvested. In urban area, rainwater flows away the surface runoff. The runoff could be catch and used for recharging aquifer by adopting appropriate methods. Rooftop rainwater harvesting system. It is the system of catching rainwater where it falls in rooftop harvesting. The roof becomes catchment and the rainwater is collected from the roof of the house building. It can either be stored in the tank divert to the artificial recharge systems. The method is less expensive and very effective and implemented properly help to arguments and groundwater level of the area. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, what is your vision for the future?
Ma'am, we are not make a dam in the house, but we are make a rainwater harvesting system in the house. It is a form in the form of tanks.
Okay, that we can do, but there is a need of the more development in this area, because nowadays we are dealing with the problem of contamination in the rainwater. Like if we store this water for the long time.
Yes, ma'am.
So
वी आर मेक अ टैंक मैम जिसमें कि हम वाटर को स्टोर कर सकते हैं और फिर उसके बाद डिफरेंट डिफरेंट यूजेस के लिए ले सकते हैं वाटर को मैम, जैसे फ्लशिंग टॉयलेट के लिए ले सकते हैं मैम यूज में.
or we can develop the more efficient method of water management, because we have the sufficient water, more than sufficient water on the earth.
Yes,
But somewhere we are using in the more quantity, and somewhere the water is scarcity of the water. People are not getting the water.
यस मैम. जो मैम हम लोग वाटर मतलब कलेक्ट करेंगे मैम, उसको हम वाटर लैब स्टॉक के लिए मतलब पीने के लिए एनिमल्स के लिए मतलब पीने के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं उस वाटर को.
But we have to distribute the water wherever there is more water. We have to distribute that water in the water scarcity zone. So for that, the communication method, the communication engineering is needed, so that it can be transported. Means there should be the need. There is a need of the development, and because you people are from the electronics and communication engineering, so you can develop, you can do something for that. Okay.
मैम मैम इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग हम लोगों को मतलब मैम एक ऐसा मतलब मेथड कुछ ऐसा बनाना चाहिए जिससे कि मतलब ये बहुत कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव हो, मतलब सस्ता हो, जिससे कि मतलब हाँ मैम,
Yes.
जिससे कि हर एक ह्यूमन मतलब इसे अफोर्ड कर सके, क्योंकि मैम ह्यूमन मतलब जरूरत ही है एंड वाटर का.
Yes. In the project work, you can do something. You can study as at least. Next, our next participant is Saloni Sonkar.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hello,
can you
ma'am.
take my present? Wait.
Saloni Sonkar.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Your presentation start now.
Hello everyone, I am Saloni Sonkar. I am in BTech second year. My topic is water harvesting and management of water resources. What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is a process of collection of rainwater from surface on which rain falls, filtering it and storing it for multiple uses. It is the collection and storage of water from surface that rain has flown upon. Uses of harvested water. Rain harvested water can be used for garden, crop irrigation, watering livestock, laundry and flushing toilets. However, you cannot harvested rainwater for swimming, bathroom sink and kitchen uses because it is not really fit for consumption. Rainwater harvesting systems are considerable easy to maintain since they are not utilized for drinking, cooking and other sensitive uses. This means that they will not need insulation or purification system, which are usually expensive. Benefits of harvesting rainwater. Harvesting rainwater allow the collection of larger amount of water and mitigates the effect of drought. Most rooftops provide the necessary platform for collecting water. Rainwater is mostly free from harmful chemical, which make it suitable for irrigation purpose. Other vital benefit is that increasing the productivity of aquifer, resulting in the rising of groundwater level and reduce the need for potable water. These techniques are used in India, Jinx, Javo, Kul, and Aptani. Jinx are water harvesting structure found in Ladakh. They are a small tank in which collects method glacier water. Javo, which means impounding water. Impounding water is an ingenious method of catching rainwater running off the mountains. Pools are water channel found in precipitous mountain areas. These channels carry water from glacier to village in the Spiti Valley of Himachal Pradesh. Water resources management. Water resources management is the activity of planning, developing, distributing, and managing the optimous uses of water resources. Thank you.
Okay. So how do you think that you can contribute in this area of water management? What is your vision?
Catchment from where water is stored and or rechanged.
What you can do?
Convection system that carry the water harvested from the catchment to the storage.
Okay. You can work on the movement of the water, how it can be transporting. This is the rainwater harvesting system. But
Yes.
you can also develop some more method, because we have water, more than sufficient water on the earth. Okay, so we can
Yes,
transport
ma'am.
the water, we can develop the transportation system for the water. Okay, and rainwater
Yes.
also we can transport, and we should develop the technology so that there is no contamination in this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Saloni. Now
Thank you, ma'am.
next participant is Sapna Azad. Sapna is here. Sapna is here. Okay, now though, so these presentations are over now. We have the another slide. So how many are left now?
मैम 7-8 लोग का और बचा हुआ है.
Okay.
Please check my PPT.
No, but we have not 10, more than 10 slides, so I think. This we have done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But this is same slide, no? I think that was the last one, eh?